So WordPress 2.4 is coming out soon, and one of the things that everyone is going to notice is that this design that we're used to is no longer sticking around. The WordPress team have been working on a new design for a long time now, and it's getting close to being ready. They've already started putting elements of the new design in the nightly builds, and as you'll be able to see from this quick walkthrough, there's still a lot of work to be done. Some people are going to like the shift, other people probably aren't. I'm pretty much on the fence about it at this point. I'm going to wait till it's done before I give my final opinions on it, but it's interesting that they're redesigning it nonetheless. The first thing you'll know is they've shifted the colors away from the darker blues and the basically blue-only design to a blue and orange design, and the blue is much lighter, and there's also some kind of browny grays, like dark grays in there to kind of offset the blue and the orange. It's definitely very striking, but very different. It'll be interesting to see how how the orange plays through in the rest of the design as it comes together. One thing that you'll notice right away is that they're changing the dashboard. They have an area called Right Now, which will give you some information on what's going on right now on your blog. It tells you how many posts you have, how many pages you have, how many categories you have, how many tags you have, which theme you're using, how many widgets you're using. It allows you to quickly get to write a new page, write a new post, change the theme, and it says you are using BetaPress to do. So that's kind of interesting. It's kind of similar to the section on the older design, blog stats, which kind of gives you an idea of how many posts, comments, and categories you have, as well as incoming links and whatnot, which they've shifted below that box to recent comments, incoming links, recent posts, and then what's going on the WordPress Planet feed. Moving right along, you can see that the right page hasn't changed much yet. They're still working on that. Of course, the Manage page hasn't changed much yet. They haven't added any new sub-pages that I've been able to notice as of yet, but I have to admit I do kind of like what they've done with the comments. If you go over to the comments, we'll unapprove this comment, so we'll basically make it so we haven't seen it before. When I refresh this page, you'll now notice there's a little 1 up there to let you know you have one comment that hasn't been approved yet. It's awaiting moderation. It would be nice if I could click on that little 1 and go right to the waiting moderation page, but it is kind of nice to have a visual cue to let you know that you have a comment waiting for you to look at. The blog roll, as with all the new versions, now includes links leading to WordPress resources rather than WordPress developers. They got a lot of flack over having a link to photomat.net in every install of WordPress. Well, they've removed that. They removed it a couple of versions ago, I think, but it's really nice to kind of see that. It'll give some great resources for some new WordPress users, and I'm sure they'll be pretty happy with that. They've changed the presentation page to the design page. I think this is more to kind of give new users kind of a quicker understanding of what they're going to find when they click over there. The plugins page hasn't really changed. The users page hasn't really changed, except when you move over to your profile, you'll now notice there's a wonderful little password strength meter in there, and if you type in some random type stuff, it gives you an indication of how strong or weak your password is. One thing that a lot of these password strength tools have problems with, of course, is replacing vowels for letters vowels for numbers or letters for numbers. So let's do a quick one here. Let's do alphabet, and we'll change all of the vowels into numbers. So A will be 4 and 3 will be E. A-L-P-H-A-B-E-T. You notice it tells you it's a good password. Not a great password or a strong password, it's just a good password. And that pretty much makes sense to me. So it's good that they've dealt with that. It'll be interesting to see how many people actually pay attention to the password strength tool, but I'm glad that they added it again for the newer users. And of course, you can tell that they've already started doing the redesign of the different columns in the general options page. You know, it's kind of a shame that they haven't changed a few more things around, but I can understand why they would want to do small incremental changes, because I don't know about you, but if they messed up everything, if they changed all of these links up here, I probably wouldn't know where to go or what to click on, and that would be very frustrating as an advanced WordPress user. So, you know, it's nice that they're keeping a lot of the stuff the same, but at the same time, I'm definitely looking for that new, next, fresh idea. I remember when they went from WordPress 1.2 to 1.5 to 2.0, and during that shift of events, a lot of things changed in WordPress, and I think a lot of it changed for the better. So kind of hoping that WordPress 2.4 and 2.5 will be that new refresh that I've been waiting for. So this is a quick look at the new WordPress 2.4 administration panel design. It's coming along nicely. WordPress 2.4 is due out in around 2 weeks, if I'm right. And they have a lot of work to do on integrating this design better and finishing up the little bits and bobs that need to be done. I'm interested to see what kind of stuff they do behind the scenes. I can't wait for that list. You know, they've always added interesting features or tightened things up, and this release should be no different. So WordPress 2.4 out in about 2 weeks. Looking forward to it.